Hey Andre,
Yo!
Have you ever wondered about the age-old question, what would you rather have off-road? Would it be a Sequoia or would it be a 4Runner? Now I know, don't say it. The Sequoia is a 3-row and that's a 2-row, but nevertheless, they are both very off-road capable. So in this video, guess what we're gonna do?
Let's compare them.
Hell yeah, let's take them on this course that Toyota has set up and let's see which of these two is right for you and me. All right, Andre, now, this is not exactly an apples to apples comparison, size-wise or price-wise.
And also kind of trim level-wise, correct?
Yeah, I mean, the 4Runner starts at about 36 and tops out at about 50, and yours starts at about 50 and, goes up to, I think, in the 60s, mid-60s or so. But, the 4Runner can serve really two very different functions, and so can the Sequoia. These are very hard. On one hand, this could be a perfect everyday, around town, go to work, pick up the kids vehicle. So can the Sequoia. But on the other hand, if you want to do some serious off-roading, I'm not talking about overlanding, I'm talking about Moab-worthy off-roading, the 4Runner will do it.
I interrupt this video for this week's TFL Bids bargain. We sell many cool trucks and off-road SUVs, but this one right here, this 1995 Jeep Grand Cherokee ZJ, is an affordable off-roader's dream. It has a straight 6 4-liter engine. It's been modified with a suspension and off-road tires and a 13,000-pound winch. Use the link in the description below, check it out at the auction, and don't forget, use the submit a vehicle button right there at the top to sell your truck or SUV at tflbids.com.
You know what's under there?
What?
It's the same power plant that's in the Lexus LX and the Tundra. Of course, it's the 5.7 liter venerable V8, the one that will last forever. Check it out. It's a iconic, Andre is the right word, iconic Toyota power plant, and so is this. And by iconic, I mean old, of course. This is a 4-liter, that's the V6. The Tacoma, of course, gets a new 3.5 liter, but if I'm being honest, I like the 4-liter better.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more low-end torque. All right, guys, I'm gonna approach this mogul field.
You're already stuck. Okay. Give it gas. Just give it some gas. You almost made it. Do it again.
Let me engage my center locker.
All right, go for it. There you go.
Oh yes.
Now I do have crawl control here, but I'm not going to use it because I don't think this thing needs it. I think this thing has so much suspension travel that it's going to go like a hot knife through cold ice cream. This thing is not going to struggle whatsoever. Look at that. Just so much suspension travel that it really never gets a wheel in the air like the Sequoia did to actually cause it any issues. Like I said, outside of a Wrangler, there's nothing more capable than a Toyota 4Runner. It's just built for this. It's a natural athlete. Hey dude.
Hey, dude.
I'm looking around at all the tech I have for off-roading.
Yes.
And immediately I noticed that I have a locking center diff.
Yes.
Which is good. And then more importantly, I have 2-wheel drive, 4-high, and a low range. But what I'm not seeing is Toyota's crawl control or a locking rear diff. So, it's a little hamstrung when it comes to some of the tech that's in the 4Runner, but let's check out the interior of that. Andre, this 4Runner has everything but the TRD Pro badge, which the Sequoia has, but ironically, this actually has more and I think better off-road gear. So, of course, we have a traditional lever to engage 4-high, 4-low, and 2-high, but check out this, Andre. Not only do we have Toyota's crawl control, right, which is really good. This is the most advanced system, but we have a rear locker, Andre, so we can lock the rear differential if and things get hairy. So I think even though that's a TRD Pro, from an off-road perspective, this is the one that's going to be just a little bit more capable.
When it comes to tires, Toyota and TRD brand, they use several different kinds. In this case, this 4Runner right here is riding on Bridgestone Dueler tire, and of course the Sequoia is wearing these pretty nice Michelin LTXs.
Yeah, they're okay tires, right? They're kind of like light off-road tires.
Not super, you know, dedicated ones.
Yeah, better than all seasons, but not as good as like ATs. A little bit of a rock crawly course set up by Toyota. This tests the vehicle's articulation, ground clearance, and of course the grip on these wet and muddy rocks. And I'm completely confident. Now, this is the third video we've done in this series, Versus, and out of the 3 vehicles I have driven, which is the Tacoma, the LX, and now the 4Runner, I will any day take the 4Runner for off-roading. I just think it's the most capable, the most right-sized, and the most proven of the off-roaders. It may not be the most comfortable, it's a little stiff in some ways, but it is certainly by far just the most minimal of effort. Yeah, that was easy peasy. Loved it. Love this vehicle. Love the vehicle.
Still in 4 low, center differential lock enabled, and I don't really have a crawl control system, but who needs it? All right, so I'm hoping my suspension will be a little bit more comfy. I have a longer wheelbase, you know, very capable TRD Pro suspension, very nice and soft. Oh, come on. Oof. Okay, momentum, please.
You got a little sideways there, dude.
A little.
Yeah. Hey, did you see that? Look at that. It's a diesel 4x4.
It's a Kubota.
Yeah, I didn't know they made diesel 4x4s. Yeah. Well, I mean,
We should review.
sides.
We should take that over here.
Gonna go up this?
Sure.
Oh, I bet it'd be easy. Piece of cake. All right. Of course, the biggest difference between these two, besides what's under the hood, is this button right here. And that, of course, means that this has a 3rd row. So if you have a family and you want to take them around the world and you don't want to spend the money it costs to get an LX or a GX Lexus, this may be the choice for you.
But it's also humongous, dude. Look at all the space still.
Yeah, it's good, huh? All right, now the 4Runner has been around a long time, but check this out, Andre. Look at this. That's cool. How cool is that? This is for, let's say you wanted to have a fridge or some kind of a storage system built into this. You could easily pull it out and get access to whatever you're storing. For me, it would probably be a lot of Oreos.
Okay, this is a bit of a rally course. I wanted to really get this going.
Woohoo! Whoa!
Oh yeah, I'm getting it sideways. Here we go.
Come on, Big Beluga, keep up. How's that, Big Beluga?
You know, the Sequoia is doing okay, but I'm afraid of bottoming out in some sections.
Yeah, not a fear for me. Well, there you have it, dude. We're at the end of the course. All right, so if this were your money, what would you do? Sequoia or 4Runner?
You know what? Judging that I do tow a boat sometimes, and it's over 5,000 pounds, almost 6,000, I go Sequoia because of just the size and capability for the family.
Yeah, you know, once again, like I said, they're both really good vehicles. They both have a ton of bandwidth, but for me, this 4Runner is just so ultimately off-road capable that, you know, for all the off-roading I do, this is one of my favorite vehicles. And it's, you know, it's so good that sometimes I forget how good it is until I get back behind the wheel.
Well, there you have it, guys. And as always, you can find all these off-road reviews on tfloffroad.com and this channel, TFL Off-Road. And of course, truck is where you'll find some towing.
See you guys next time. Ciao.